by the light of day, the damage was amazing. 95% of the buildings in the town were destroyed. The other 5% were damaged. The newspaper Sunday morning, the Wichita Eagle, had a one-word headline. That headline was "Devastated." But I believe that was the wrong headline. Greensburg had called the state adjutant general's office in Topeka and requested 3 refrigerated trucks for the hundreds of bodies they expected to find. But they didn't find very many bodies. 9 in the city of Greensburg, 2 others to the northeast along its path. I would contend the right headline, if you were only going to use one word, was miracle. And here's why. Udall and Greensburg occurred in an almost identical environment. Both tornadoes were F5 intensity, and if you've ever seen the movie Twister, you know that only a tiny percentage of tornadoes are F5, by far the strongest. Both occurred in complete darkness. Both approached from the south rather than southwest. The approach of both storms was cloaked by heavy rain and hail. You had in both Greensburg and Udall the same state building codes and construction type, and both destroyed more than 95% of the buildings in their respective towns. In fact, the damage was so similar, it was almost amazing. On the left is Greensburg, on the right is Udall. On the left is Greensburg, on the right is Udall. In fact, both water towers failed in almost a swing set shape. The 2 tornadoes were nearly identical in every way imaginable. But thanks to the warning system, we had 2 very different outcomes. As many of you know, Udall became known as the town that died in its sleep. There were 82 killed, not to mention the 20 in Blackwell, 260 injured out of a population of 505. Greensburg had excellent, effective warnings, a total of 11 killed, 59 injured out of a population of a little more than 1,500. Or putting it another way, if you were to take the casualty rate at Udall and apply it to the larger population of Greensburg, you would have had 243 fatalities. And that's a fair comparison because they were apples to apples tornadoes. Instead, there were just 11. So that means we saved 232 lives that night. I've wondered at times if in fact 200 plus people had been killed, if Greensburg would have been able to recover. There is no doubt that good science, dedication, and hard work to learning about tornadoes and other storms save lives. And as my grandmother used to tell me when I was growing up, where there's life, there's hope.